All right, man. So when I was in Honduras, um, me and my companion, when I was on my mission, right? Me and my companion. Well, me especially, I love talking to drunk people. I thought drunk people were hilarious because you could get them to do just about anything, and so it was always fun to go talk to them and just kind of hang out with them. And one day I was having a really really hard day. Like we just all our appointments fell through. Nobody was home. Whatever. And the area I was in, I thought it was pretty safe. It wasn't too scary. I'd been there for 22, 23 months. No, it was actually closer to 24, so 2 years. And nothing ever happened to me. I never really got robbed. Like, never really saw anything too crazy. And so after a really rough day, though, my companion and I were walking down the street, and it was raining. And so that just kind of added a damper to our day. And so we're walking down the street, and there's this drunk guy standing next to this abandoned house or whatever, and he has a beer bottle in his hand. Starts yelling at us, like, hey, like, Mormons, like, get over here. So we're like, okay, like, whatever. Like, we'll go talk to him, see what he wants. And so he's like, can I have, like, some paper or a pamphlet or something to read from you guys, like, that Jesus loves me? We're like, yeah, sure, whatever. So we walk up to him, right? And when we walk up to him, as we're walking over, and it took us a little bit because he started yelling when we were far ways off. And when we got closer, he like said something I never heard any other drunk guy ever say. And he's like, hey, like, don't be afraid of me. Like, I'm not dangerous. And right when he said that, then I was like, oh, like, what's going on? Like, he's not a drunk guy. Like, I might be getting robbed right now. But at this point, I was too close to him that I couldn't turn away. Like, I kind of stopped, and my companion kept going. He was new, and so he didn't really know. And so this guy, he just pulls out the gun. And he just drops a beer bottle, pulls out this gun, dude. He had no alcohol in his breath. Like, that was the first thing I noticed is when he talked to us, I couldn't smell any alcohol. And so I think it was just like a play, dude. Like, he played us straight up.
What kind of gun was it?
Huh?
What kind of gun was it?
It was just a revolver, but it looked like a 6-shooter, like an old gun. But here's the thing, though. He'd, like, pull it out, and he'd show it to us, and he'd say something, and he'd put it back in his pocket. Because he didn't want people in the street to see, so he just wanted to make sure that we knew that the gun was there. But he wasn't just going to, like, keep it there out. And so I thought that was kind of strange. So anyway, he pulls out this gun, he's like, give me your cell phones. And I had the cell phone with us. We had one between the two. So I pulled out, and I'm like, all right, man, like, here's my phone. Like, take it. That's all we have. We're missionaries. We don't have anything. So here's my phone, but, like, just have a good day. We don't want any trouble. And so he takes my phone, and it was actually a really crappy phone. So he actually looked kind of disappointed when he grabbed it because he thought he was robbing this American. He's going to have, like, an iPhone or something, but his loss. And so he takes my phone, puts it in his pocket, and he looks to my companion. He's like, now give me your phone. And my companion kind of stops. He's like, well, I don't have a phone. That's the only one we have between the two of us. The guy pulls out the gun again. He's like, all right, like, give me your phone. And we're like, dude, like, we don't have a phone. Like, chill. And he's like, no, give it to me. And he puts it back in. And my companion's freaking out. He was actually from Honduras, but he was from a really, really nice part. And so he'd never really dealt with the thugs or anybody in his life. And so this guy's kind of getting into his face. Elder Galindo was his name, and he's getting into Galindo's face and yelling at him for a gun or for his phone. And he starts, like, tapping on his shirt pocket. He's like, where's your phone? Starts tapping on his pant pockets, and he's like, there, I feel it in your pocket. And so Elder Galindo pulls out his daily planner. He's like, this is it, like, this is all I have in my pocket. And I was like, I'm done playing games with you guys, like, give me your other phone. And Elder Galindo panics. He's like, I don't have a phone, but I have money. I have money. And I'm just like, Elder Galindo, like, what are you doing, man? Don't offer him things. And so the guy's like, okay, yeah, I'll take some money. So Elder Galindo pulls out his wallet and is getting, like, the bills out, but the guy just takes his whole wallet. And then he turns to me. He's like, now give me your wallet. And I was like, hey, look, man, like I said, we're missionaries and we share everything, so that's all the money we have. And he bought it. He's like, oh, okay. But here's the funny thing, is he believed me on that, but he went on and he's like, all right, now give me your other phone. And I was like, dude, we only have one phone. We really only had one phone, too. And so we're just like, what the heck, man? And so he keeps persisting, and he pulls out the gun again. And it's like, look, guys, like I'm done playing games. Like I want your phone, and I just want to get out of here. And a funny thing, and I didn't really like realize this in the moment, but like looking back on it, I thought it was really funny. The guy had on a pair of sunglasses that he kept on putting on top of his head, just like lifting him up because it was dark outside. I mean, it just got done raining, but they'd always like fall down in his face, and he'd like have to like move him back up until he looked like a complete idiot. I think it was his first time ever robbing somebody. To be completely honest, because he was scared. I could tell he was nervous. And so the longer he was with us and like pestering us for my companion's phone, he like the more nervous and the more I realized like he has no idea what he's doing. And so he pulls out the gun again, and I look at the sights, and like in the metal sights, I see a little bit of orange, like painted orange. And I know that's not the place they put the orange if it's a fake gun, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try this. And I tell the guy, I'm like, that's a fake gun. Like, you're not even really threatening us. And the guy like stops. He's like, wait, what? I was like, that's a fake gun. The closer I looked at it, the more I realized that it wasn't a fake gun. It just looked like a heavy piece of metal. So even if it was, he could have beaten the crap out of us. But anyway, I called his bluff though. I was like, that's a fake gun. And he just stops and he pulls it out and puts it like right in my face. And he's like, how about I put a bullet between your eyes? And then you tell me it's a fake gun. I was like, oh, dang, man. And so at this point, Galindo's really freaked out. Like, I'm just getting more and more angry. But my companion's super, like, freaked out. He's like, look. I have a camera, too. Like, I'll give you my camera, and just leave us alone. And so the guy's like, okay, yeah, I'll take it. And so my companion's getting his backpack off to get his camera out. And the guy just grabs the backpack. And then pulls out the gun and he's like, all right, you guys, like, walk down the street that way. Like, go on, like, take a couple of steps. And so we start walking away, and he goes the other way, and I look over my shoulder, and he's just running away like this little girl. Like, puts the backpack on his shoulder, and, like, is, like, speed walking away. And so I turn around, and I start chasing him. Luckily, my companion just grabbed me. He's like, Elder Nielsen, you're not doing that. Like, he's like, I'm not gonna let you, like, die for my stuff. If you lost something, okay. But I lost everything, and I'm not gonna let you do this. And so I was actually going to go off and fight this robber who had a potentially fake gun, but probably wasn't fake. But the thing I was most upset about, I think, is not the fact that I got robbed, but the fact that I got robbed after 2 years. 2 years of living in the country. I'm going home in a couple of days, and I get robbed a couple of days before I go home. That was what I was most upset about. Like, yeah, I didn't really lose anything. I just lost the mission phone, and so I was fine. My companion lost everything, but he was new in the mission, so he didn't like lose too many pictures. So I guess ultimately it was like chill, but more than anything, I'm happy it happened because now I have like a really cool story, you know? Yeah.